A deadline is looming once again for Congress to agree on how to fund the government and avoid a shutdown.
Lawmakers have until November 17th to either pass appropriations bills or agree on a second stopgap measure to further extend the deadline.
Senior Republicans in both chambers of Congress believe a continuing resolution is unavoidable. But for now, new House Speaker Mike Johnson is showing hardline Republicans that he is committed to following through on passing all 12 appropriation bills individually. For more on this, congressional correspondent Nikole Killion joins us now. Nikole, 11 days, that is less than 2 weeks. What's it looking like in terms of a plan to avoid a shutdown?
Well, Speaker Johnson made clear that there is going to be the likelihood of a temporary stopgap measure just because it's probably unlikely that they're going to get all of those appropriations bills done in time. He said just this weekend that he spent the better part of this weekend working to try to craft a proposal. We just don't know what's in it. That's the short answer. So, is it a clean CR that just continues funding the government at current levels? Will it include deep cuts, which some Republicans have been advocating for? Or will this be a laddered CR, which the Speaker teased to me just last week as a proposal that one of his members brought forth that would extend agency funding kind of on a more of an individual basis? So it's kind of show me what's behind door number one, door number two, door number three. We just don't know yet.
Nikole, anybody with good short-term memory recalls that not too long ago, former Speaker Kevin McCarthy lost his job for putting forth a clean funding bill at the 11th hour. Why is Speaker Johnson getting more leeway, basically, here?
Well, again, the reality is they're just not going to be able to get through all of these appropriations bills in time. And while the Speaker has proposed a very aggressive schedule to do that, even that schedule has gotten bogged down a bit. And just today, we saw the White House issue a veto threat to one of those appropriations bills. So, it is going to be an uphill climb, not to mention the Senate still has to move forward their bills. So we're kind of a long way away from getting consensus between both chambers. So they do need some time to kind of resolve these issues, work things out. Again, I think given the speaker battle that we saw, which took some 3 weeks before Speaker Johnson was elected, they lost a lot of critical time there. So some of this is kind of still the honeymoon phase, if you will, for Speaker Johnson, giving him that time and leeway to try to, not only move these appropriations bills, but also buy a little bit more time to keep the government funded.
And Nikole, last week the House passed an aid package that only included money for Israel. But then over the weekend, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham says he does expect that the Senate, over in the other chamber, will pass a bill that includes aid for both Israel and the other big war America is supporting, the one in Ukraine. So what's this disconnect between the House and the Senate side?
Yeah, well, there's also a little bit of a disconnect between and amongst Senate Republicans as well. I mean, Leader Schumer has made clear that he's not going to give this standalone Israel bill the time of day. He has called it a joke. He has called it deeply flawed. And he has said, regardless, that he's going to move forward with a bipartisan emergency package. And so that's basically what's happening over in the Senate, that the leader is trying to work with Senate Republicans here on a broader package, more akin to what the White House and the president proposed in terms of including money for Israel, including money for Ukraine, including money for the Indo-Pacific, and potentially money to address the U.S.-Mexico border. But it's likely that Senate Republicans may want to see some tweaks there, and that, to a certain extent, is what Senator Lindsey Graham alluded to when he said it's likely that they'll kind of do an all-encompassing package versus taking up this House measure. So it'll be interesting to see, if they are able to come to some consensus in the Senate, how the House will respond, if it's something that they will even take up. So that does remain a concern going forward.
All right, Nikole Killion laying it all out for us. Nikole, thank you very much.